God is over there. Everyone knows he's God, let's say for the sake of argument, and people are stealing, raping, killing people, right? Now, these criminals, what's going to happen to them? God on earth doesn't do anything.
Sebagai agama yang diklaim dibawa Tuhan ke muka bumi, untuk dijadikan pedoman hidup, maka, ajarannya harus lengkap dan mencakup semua bidang. Mansur mengatakan kepada Kamel, bahwa hukum-hukum dalam perjanjian lama agama Kristen, telah dihapuskan dalam perjanjian baru. Jika penganutnya ingin menggunakan hukum perjanjian lama, berarti agama Kristen sudah salah.
In Christianity, if I were to ask you about governing a community collectively, you will find that it's deficient. Christianity doesn't have the foundation in which it can have autonomous governance in terms where God's law is implemented. Because the law of, for example, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, life for a life, is abrogated by Christ. It's no longer applicable in Christianity. So what do you do when someone commits a rape? Do you punish this individual, or do you say, let the one who has no sin cast the first stone and no one else do that, and then she gets away? What is the solution? No one can punish an adulterer in Christianity. So no wonder adultery in Western world is so rampant, because there is no solution.
At the time Jesus was preaching his ministry to the Jews, those problems existed, right? And therefore, and he didn't have answers to them.
The law was there already. The law was there, in the law of Moses. But apparently he abrogated them. That's where the problem is created by, is a self-inflicted problem by Christianity. The law was already there for adultery, for homosexuality, for apostasy.
If you say that the law hasn't been abrogated, then Jesus' message...
No, according to the New Testament teaching, the law has been abrogated.
That's a Paulism.
No, it's not Paulism. Christian text seems to have abrogated this.
Yeah.
If you believe in the Christian text, you have to believe in the abrogation. If you now go back to the Old Testament text to go to a solution for these problems, when it goes against the Christian text, then you have to say the Christian message is false. You cannot have both. The Christian message you have to say false, and then you say, now I have...
I don't think it's quite as simple. You can say the Christian message was not fully...
If it says it's abrogated, then you have no solution.
Correct.
Well, okay, so...
If you want a solution, you have to go back to the Old Testament. If you go back to the Old Testament, then Christianity is false, because it has abrogated it, and you have no solution. Does Christianity have a solution? When it comes to crime and punishment, there isn't anything. On a practical level, there is not. You marry to Christ and your solution is solved. So Islam caters the need of this world as well as the need of the hereafter. In Christianity, as we say, in the absence or the lack of a practical solution, Christianity cannot be universalized religion, and that is why it cannot be a true religion.
Gambaran yang diberikan oleh agama Kristen adalah Tuhan sendiri yang turun ke bumi sebagai manusia dan mengajarkan manusia untuk berperilaku baik. Namun, ketika terjadi kejahatan, mengapa para pengikutnya pergi kepada orang lain dan bukan pada Tuhannya sendiri? Itulah yang dipertanyakan Mansur.
If God came on earth in a belief system, and there are crimes being committed, crimes of murder, rape, and so on and so forth, right? Stealing. Let's take the three examples. Murder, rape, and stealing. God on earth, he comes here, and he says, I am not going to do any implementation of punishment. That's not my job. That's not my role. That's not my mission. What he's going to do? He's going to let them go and say, you know what? You punish them according to your secular laws, not my laws. Does that make sense? Would it make sense if God was to do things like that?
Yeah, but ultimately, secular laws...
No, think about it. God on earth, imagine now God on earth, right? There's God over there on earth.
But I don't believe that...
No. Just to understand the scenario that Christians are bringing.
Yeah.
God is over there. Everyone knows he's God, let's say for the sake of argument, and people are stealing, raping, killing people, right? Now, these criminals, what's going to happen to them? God on earth doesn't do anything. In fact, people then, instead of going to God, what I'm going to do? Are you going to punish them or not? God, without any information from God, they go to Caesar. They go to this leader, that king. Would that make any sense?